Man, where do I even start, guys? SoFi stock has been insane. Well, maybe not so much today. It's down a little bit, but yesterday we hit almost, I think, over actually $21 a share, which is insane. Let me double check this actually. No, we actually hit just under 21 bucks. We hit $20.89, and now we're down a little bit, about a dollar from that point. So I want to share with you guys what's going on the charts, of course, what I'm doing here with SoFi as I own the stock, and we're going to break down the indexes, maybe some other stocks if we have time later in the video. But first, guys, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, join my free email stock newsletter. That is linked down below. Same with the Patreon for my real-time portfolio updates, where I post pretty much multiple times a week updates on what I'm doing in my portfolio. That is also linked down below. And now, cheers, guys. Got the big old jug of water today. No coffee for this video, guys. And let's just dive into it. So it is about 1:15 p.m. right now, East Coast time, and SoFi is down a little bit, just a hair, 0.1%, 2 cents down on the day, and it's been quite a rocky day for SoFi, right? We opened up at $20 and about 20 cents in that ballpark. We then dumped all the way down initially for the first, hour and a half of trading. We got all the way down to 1960. We dropped about 3% from open. Not that crazy, but we did drop a little bit. And now we've recovered to about $19.93-ish cents, about 1.5% of a rebound here. But we're still slightly down, 0.1% on the day. And again, like I said in the intro, yesterday we hit $21 pretty much. And then we saw a pretty sizable pull down after that. So we had a big pop in the morning yesterday for the first 20 minutes of trading. And then we saw the drop. So really the big pop was in the morning yesterday. And then we sold off a bit there. And on this 5-day, we're holding an uptrend on the 30-minute chart, obviously maintaining an uptrend here. You guys see it clear as day. We're above the 180 SMA. We're wrestling with the 50 SMA now on this time frame. Will it break? Time will tell. But overall, man, SoFi does look very good, bullish, very bullish on these smaller time frames. And then when you pull the layers back, you realize, all right, maybe it's getting a little too far ahead of itself, which I've been saying this for the last couple of days. And it's not like I'm a bear or I'm hating on SoFi. You guys know that. I'm just, I don't want it to get too far ahead of itself to the point where it's just ridiculous, especially heading into earnings, right? That's kind of where I'm at. So I've been calling for a decent pullback since around $19 about a week ago. So we actually got the pullback. We hit 19 bucks. We got a little pullback. We hit that point about a week ago. We saw a drawdown to about 1740, and then it's just been up and away since, and it's still in an uptrend. Keep in mind, we're not really getting that confirmation of a big dump off yet, but I think it's going to come. On the 4-hour chart especially, you'll notice just how insane this stock is. I mean, guys, it's only a matter of time at this point. If you're buying for a trade, especially at these levels, I'm keeping it real. You're playing with fire, right? It's not like a crazy meme stock. SoFi is not a meme stock, so it's not like a GameStop or an AMC that's going to cut in half or something after a rally like this, right? So it's not like SoFi is going to just see a collapse back to $10 next week or anything. It's not a meme stock, but could it see a 10% drawdown or maybe like a 7% drop in a day, especially if we have a bad day for the market? That could happen. And we're not really getting the flood of selling yet. We're not at all, really, but it could come fast. It could come in, a day or two. We get a big wave of selling, and that could be the drawdown. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what we got a couple days ago. Not a huge pullback by any means, but I think we could get a 10% drop on this, no problem. Maybe not in a day, but over the course of a couple days, maybe if the market's a bit weak, this could draw down $1 or $2 at the minimum. Honestly, it could come down even more. But again, we'll see how it goes. I'm not a hater. Obviously, I'm long SoFi, right? One of my positions, and I'm pumped. I'm pumped it's going up. And with that being said, I'm still in the puts. You guys remember a couple of days ago, I bought those puts, September 19th. What were they again? The $17 puts. I am down. Yes, I am down on those puts, but they were just a hedge, guys. That is what the puts are. And I'm still holding on. They're just a hedge on SoFi stock because, again, I'm long the stock. I've been buying it since $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $11. And I have a pretty decent position, right, across my accounts here. I think we're going to get this pullback, and I kind of want to, hedge against my position a little bit, make a little profit. If it does pull back, I mean, it's not 100% guaranteed, obviously. It's going to pull back. But, yes, I'm still holding on to my puts for those wondering. And it's a small position. Again, it's just a hedge. It's not like I'm going all in on these puts or betting the farm on them. But, yes, I'm still on those puts. They expire in a couple months. And I am down a decent amount at that, but I'm just holding on because why sell now? If I still think it's going to pull down in the next week or two, why sell now? And I still have 3 months left on those puts, so I'm just going to hold on. And maybe SoFi goes to $25 or something before it pulls down. Then yeah, maybe at that point I'd be cooked on those puts. They're going to be worthless essentially, unless then we get a huge crash. I don't know. We'll play it by ear, guys. Either way, I'm long SoFi. I have some puts for a hedge, and that's that. I'm up so much on the stock. That's kind of where I'm at. And let's say you might be in a different position. If you were buying SoFi, last week, and your average cost is like $18, would you be buying puts now to hedge? I don't know, maybe. But it kind of depends on your scenario, kind of where you're at, and that's where I'm at. And we have earnings coming up in less than 3 weeks, which is super exciting. I'm pumped about that on the 29th. So, yeah, it's 20 days. So, at the end of July, it's about to get real, guys. And earnings season in general is coming up, which is exciting. We have the banks kicking off earnings, for the major companies. I mean, we do have some companies this week reporting earnings. I think like Levi's, Delta Airlines, a couple of those, a couple of these type of names. But, yeah, we're not going to cover them in this video. They're kind of boring companies, quite frankly. But JP Morgan, they're coming up here in less than a week. So it looks like on the 15th of July, they're reporting earnings in the morning on that day. And again, banks kick off earnings season. You're going to see all these banks. Then the tech stocks are going to start coming up. And that's where things get fun. I'm super pumped about that. And overall, guys, it's about 1:20 right now, 1:30 East Coast time. And stocks across the board, even though SoFi's down a bit, stocks across the board, well, actually now SoFi's up a little bit, but stocks are up. S&P's up 0.3%. Let's see, SPY, did it hit another all-time high? It might have. No, we're close. We're a couple of dollars away, but SPY's up 0.3, 0.4. QQQ's up a good chunk, almost 0.5%. This hit all-time highs today, 557.63. Russell, 0.6%. Big day. Well, not a huge day, but a good day. Solid day. Russell up almost 0.75%. Dow's up 0.3, not bad. And the VIX is down over 5%. And let me say this, and we'll wrap it up here. Not to, raise alarm bells or anything, but the VIX is getting pretty low. It's down to 15 points now, down 5% on the day, and it's been lower. The low on this 4-hour chart is about 13 on the VIX, so, it's been a little bit lower over the last almost year, but if you're looking at this chart, we're definitely more towards the lower end on the VIX, at least where it has been over the last couple of months. So that's another reason why I'm holding on to these puts. If the VIX was at like a 30 right now or something, I don't know. Maybe I'd be a little more, worried about these puts. But the VIX is so low, man. I think we're bound to get at least a pullback in the overall stock market, maybe a little volatility. I don't think we're smooth sailing yet, and it looks like the market is pretty much acting like that now. We're back to all-time highs. Things are looking better than they were a couple months ago, but things are not fully ironed out yet either. And again, stocks are pushing all-time highs, so I'm being a bit cautious. And I'm not just in Sofi puts, I'm also in Nike puts, which I'm down a little bit on those, but they're looking better as Nike's now really starting to pull back. And I think Nike's coming back down to the low 60s, quite frankly, in my opinion. That's where I think it's going. And I'm in Nike puts. I think I'm in the $72 puts or $70 puts. Those expire in December, so I have some time on those, and we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, Nike, that's kind of what I'm doing there. Quick little snapshot. Sofi, quick little rundown on the market. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join the free email stock newsletter. Check out the Patreon for my real-time portfolio updates. All those links are down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.